We know Nadia Murad for her courageous stand on behalf of Yazidi survivors and her campaigning at the UN and around the world. But as Nadia said, she wasn't born to give speeches. She never wished to leave the village of Kocho where she was born, the youngest of 11 children, the baby of the family, who woke every day to the sound of her mother baking bread in the tandoor oven, who helped with the harvest and the shearing, who enjoyed history at school and thought she might become a teacher, who played with makeup and dreamt of opening a hair salon. This young girl, raised in the ancient faith and traditions of the Yazidi people, should have been able to live a peaceful life. She should have had the chance to dress her friends' hair for their weddings, as she imagined, to teach in her local school, or to run for parliament. And she should have had the chance to see her mother grow old. Instead, for 2 long weeks, her village was encircled by Islamic State forces. They waited, trapped and defenseless, for help that never came. Nadia's family knew what capture by Islamic State meant, and so did we. And for me, this is one of the most painful aspects of Nadia's story. We like to think that such disasters happen overnight. And in truth, they unfold slowly, with many moments in which the course of history could have been changed, and the death of innocent people prevented. We have to ask, why do we live in a world in which minorities like the Yazidis or the Rohingya live such a precarious existence? Why are there so many among us still threatened by difference? How can ethnic cleansing and genocide still be carried out so easily and with so few consequences for the guilty parties? When did mass rape and abuse of women become normal? Why did the lives of some people in some countries still count for so little? How can it be acceptable that there are over 80 million people living displaced from their homes? 80 million people who share aspects of Nadia's experience. I'm sorry, Nadia, that when it mattered most, you and your family were alone. You should have been protected. And instead, you now fight to protect others. In your book, you wrote, "Being forced to leave your home out of fear is one of the worst injustices a human being can face. Everything you love is stolen, and you risk your life to live in a place where you're not really wanted." I recognize the injustice of that description. Who could not? But I feel I speak for many when I say, you are wanted. And more than that, you are needed. Your courage and your commitment to justice sets an example and a path for all of us. So I'm delighted to present you and Nadia's initiative, Refugee International's Award.